Weird match. What a weird match. What a weird first half. What was that? Did I have to go through that? Must I have a heart attack every single week, dog? Barça Oviedo just wrapped up 3-0 victory for FC Barcelona. Omeo the Don, Omeo football, you know what it is. Back at it with another match review. Let me get that explosion. Fire, fire, fire. Welcome to another match review by your boy Omeo the Don. Barca got the 3 points, ladies and gents. They did. We won. We beat Oviedo 3-0, right? But it was not that easy because the first half, I swear to God, I'll start panicking. I started panicking. I didn't know who to. I didn't know if I wanted to blame the ref for being an absolute zero, bro. These refs are so terrible, bro. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying they're incompetent. Not just for us. Right? They're just incompetent in general in the league, in all of the league, bro. Not just versus Barca. In all, there's something going. Or should I blame Barca for lack of intensity, bro? Or should I blame Barca for that, bro? The intensity, the lack of intensity in that first half was just... Or should I blame the Oviedo players for going down every 2 seconds? They weren't even... Bro, they were going... Bro, they were... Oh, my God, bro. There was a 5 or 2 seconds, bro. They were going down first half. Very annoying. Very annoying. I started panicking. Last week, we lost against Espanyol. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, Espanyol's respectable. They're respectable too, Oviedo. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like... Espanyol's one of the, you know what I'm saying? They got rich history. Oviedo just made it to the top flight. You know what I'm talking about? To the first division of Spain, La Liga. So you know what I'm talking about? We're talking about Espanyol, who's they're there all the time. There's just like a Sevilla or Valencia or they're one of those teams. Like, bro, they have fans. They're all rivals. They're from the city too. You know what I'm talking about? So it's all good. Of course, you want to beat them, but it's like. But to lose against Oviedo, bro, that is not acceptable, bro. That's like, to not get 3 points, forget about losing. To tie even, that's not like, you're not going to go anywhere like that, bro. These types of, you see these types of games right here, you don't fumble. You don't fumble the 3 points. You know what I'm saying? And alhamdulillah, we came through in the second half. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna talk about it, right? I'm gonna pull a foot up right now. And talk about, before I do that, like and subscribe, bro. You see the sub button right? You see the sub button right here. I'm sorry. You see, hold on. You see the sub button right? Help me reach that 3K sub button. Hit that sub button, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's go ahead and get into this. Almo, Rafinha, and LAMINE YAMAL. The goal scorers for today's game. First 2 goals, ladies and gentlemen, were mistakes off of Oviedo. But they can't make a mistake if we're not there. They can't make a mistake if we're not pressing them. They can't make a mistake, you know what I'm talking about? If it's just a ghost, you know what I'm talking about? Like on the field. But obviously that's not the case. We was there, we was pressing in that second half, and we made them make these mistakes. We're talking about the Dani Almo goal, we're talking about the Rafinha chip, right? Mistakes, but we capitalized on them, and that's the most important thing, bro. You have to, I don't care how you get your chance. I don't care how easy. I don't care if the goalkeeper, Higuain, gives you the ball. You know, World Cup Argentina gives you the ball, bro. And you better score that. You better score that. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what Dani Almo did. That's what Rafinha did. They could have missed those chances. And we've seen players miss those chances. If it was El Tiburon, I'm just playing, bro. El Tiburon, I love you, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I miss you, gang. Listen, we don't take nothing away from them. Those were beautiful goals. LAMINE YAMAL's overhead kick game. That bicycle, you know what I'm talking about? It's going to be viral. It's gonna be everywhere, and it was a beautiful one. I'm not gonna lie. Assisted by none other than Dani Almo again. How about we speak about Dani Almo? How about we speak about the fact that if you've been subbed to this channel for the past since this beginning of the season, right? I've been telling you, we gotta back up Dani Almo, bro. We cannot throw our players under the bus. Do we troll? Do we troll and make fun of them? And of course, why not, bro? Bro, if you're not playing well, I'm gonna at least troll you, right? But when we're talking about real talk in these match reviews, I've told y'all, bro, stick with Dani. It's gonna be a moment where it's gonna be like, check, he's gonna switch and come back. Because if he was bad, bro, he would have been bad since the beginning of his career. You know what I'm talking about? He would not have done what he did in the Euros. He would not have done what he did in you know what I'm saying, Red Bull Leipzig. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he just wouldn't have. So I said back to what, bro, he's going crazy now. He's going crazy now. He's the hottest. Listen, he's the hottest Barca player you know what I'm talking about? Since, I want to say, like, since December. It's not even like in 2026. No, since December 2025. Even maybe November a little bit. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? But Dani Olmo has found his form, ladies and gents. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, does he lose the ball? Of course he loses the ball. He loses the ball, bro. You lose the ball sometimes. Not everybody's nobody's Messi, as a matter of fact, to never lose the ball or to barely lose the ball. Even Messi lose the ball here and there, right? But the most important thing is, I need something from you. Give me an assist. Give me a goal. Give me a beautiful chance created. Give me something, right? And that's what he's doing. Because I know some people probably say in that first half he was losing the ball a lot in the first half. You know what I'm talking about? But in the second half, even though he had a terrible first half, he came. You know what I'm talking about? He did his thing. When Oviedo made that mistake for the first goal, he was there to capitalize on it. He scored. That's beautiful. That's what we want from Dani Olmo. You know what I'm saying? Rafinha is hot fire. Like, I'm tired of talking about Rafinha, bro, because I feel like it's disrespectful to him for me to keep, you know what I'm talking about, talking about him like it's surprising. It's not surprising anymore, bro. He's been doing this for like 3-4 years now. It's not just last year, and you know what I'm saying? And this year too, now he's hot. Came back from injury. No, bro. He's been actually hot since Xavi was here. But it's just people. It's hard for people to notice you sometimes, bro. It is what it is. I like Frankie de Jong's hustle. He played like he was a little bit upset, mad. You know, we seen what he said against Espanyol after the game, right? He spoke in Spanish and was very fluent. That's what the Spanish teacher said. The Spanish people, I seen in the comments, it was like, yo, he speaks fluent Spanish. And he was upset at the ref, and he was angry, bro. I ain't never seen Frankie like that. That was a very intense Frankie today, bro. He was hustling, you know what I'm saying? And to me, he was really one of the best players. Casado came in, and you know what I'm talking about? Also, you know, gave us strength, gave us intensity, gave us aggressiveness, right? And he's good on the ball as well. Pedri cannot be replaced, ladies and gentlemen. If you wanted me to say that, oh, you know, he came and filled in Pedri, no. If it was that easy to beat Pedri, bro, there would have been like 1,000 Pedris, but that's not the case, right? We have to wait for Pedri to come back, and like until that time, we just gotta like stick with this, right? We can't expect the midfield to be 100 million% like when Pedri's there, right? But that does not mean that it's not a good midfield, guys. That does not mean that we can't win a game. You seen it today. Casado, Frankie, did Casado give one ball away or two balls? Bro, he doesn't play every week. That's why you gotta play. That's why players want to play. So they can get that timing. So they don't make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Pass the ball wrongly. You know, make wrong passes. But when a player's on the bench, you expect it and you don't even care. Like, listen, bro, I get it. You know what I'm talking about? That's just what happens. That's just football, right? But he is his own player. We cannot expect, and Dani Olmo's not Pedri either. You know what I'm talking about? Frankie de Jong, maybe he's the closest one to him, but no, right? So we need Pedri back, but until that time, we have to stick with them. And Barca fans must realize that yes, the midfield will lack a little bit of like creativity. It will lose the ball a little bit more than it would, because Pedri never loses the ball. When Pedri loses the ball, you're like, you don't even believe this is real, right? So we have to think that way, Barca fans, so we don't annoy ourselves. And inshallah, Pedri will be back very, very soon. Our objective for this season is UCL. Do I want La Liga? 100, 200%, 2,000,000%. Do I want Copa del Rey? Bro, I want everything. I'm used to winning. I need everything, bro. Barca needs to do a statement to shut everybody, because there've been too much disrespect since 2015, right? But UCL is my, like, if we don't win any of that, bro, I'm not upset. Just bring me to UCL, and I'll be like, all right. That is our objective, right? So we need Pedri for that UCL. We need the full squad for UCL, right? Right now, I think these players are good enough to manage La Liga. And if they're not good enough, they better get better. Because what do you do in a Barca if you're not good? I trust them though. I trust them. You know what I'm talking about? Congratulations to Barca. Hard luck to Oviedo. Real Oviedo. Every team that has the Real in front of it, I feel like is sus with the refs. No disrespect to y'all. I don't even know this team. Listen, no disrespect to y'all. I'm saying, bro, that first half annoyed me a lot. I really think it's incompetence from the refs, guys. It's just La Liga refs are trash. Is there like corruption here? Of course. that last week from Espanyol, bro, it seemed like Perez made a phone call. But let's not, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It is what it is, all right? That's about it. You know what I'm talking about? Beautiful goals, like I said, from that boy Dani Almo. Off the mistake, we don't care. Rafinha, off a mistake, we don't care. And Lamine Yamal with just, you know what I'm saying, instinctive, you know what I'm talking about? Bike, double kick, overhead kick, whatever you want to call it. That was a phenomenal one. That was a beautiful one. And it says Lamine, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Lamine is being Lamine. Ever since Sneaky Nicole, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. He been hot. He been hot. But yeah, they're very happy. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the future in La Liga and the UCL and all that, you know. Visca Barcelona, Catalunya. Like and sub. Before you like and subscribe. I love y'all, gang. Yeah!